Welcome back, home service hustlers. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a mini masterclass on holiday lighting. It doesn't matter if you're starting your holiday lighting business or you already have a holiday lighting business that you're looking to grow. This video is going to cover marketing, sales, equipment, production, along with some of the most expensive and time-consuming mistakes I made my first year doing it. If you're new to the channel, my name's Adam. I've done over $2 million in holiday and permanent lighting. Plus, I've spoke at major events like Door-to-Door Con and the huge convention all about holiday lighting and growing your home service company. I work closely with big brands like Jobber, Company Cam, Nice Job, and more. I'm here to help you start and scale your home service company. Make sure to subscribe. Let's jump into the video. Let's start off with how I got into holiday lighting. So I fell in love with home services day one. I went from sleeping in my car to someone giving me $500 to clean their windows. I was obsessed. My first 3 years of home services, we did window cleaning, gutter cleaning, and power washing. Home services absolutely changed my life. It took me from sleeping in my car to being able to have a $100,000 a year profit business. However, every single fall in November and throughout the entire winter being in Canada, my home service business died. In the fall, the phone stopped ringing, so we're doing miscellaneous fall jobs just to get by. I'd also have to fire my best employees because we had no work coming in. As well, throughout the winter, I would go into survival mode, wash my bank account from all that hard work in the spring and summer, slowly deplete, and then every spring I have to restart it again. I had no interest in getting in snow removal because the insurance was insanely high, as well as I hate the cold. So one year I decided to offer holiday lighting to my current client base, and we did $67K in just 40 days. However, I made a ton of costly, painful mistakes that we'll cover later in the video. However, that first year did teach me that holiday lighting is a very, very lucrative service to double down on. Here's why holiday lighting is the #1 home service you can be providing. Holiday lighting, I love it for a few main reasons. Number one, it's high ticket. Last year, my company's average ticket was $1,800 per job. Number two, it's reoccurring revenue. We lease the lights out. That is the only way to do this business model. We'll talk about that in a little minute here. We lease the lights out. So every year, that $1,800 average ticket is coming back year after year after year. We have some jobs where clients pay us over $5,000, and this will be their 6th year doing it with us. That's over $30,000 from just one client. There's very little competition. So there might be some other people doing Christmas lights now, but they're not doing it how we do it. We are professional service, premium price that customers absolutely love. It's a very sticky service. Once customers have their house professionally decorated, they can't go back to the DIY cheap looking lights. Customers stay for life. And adding that extra money in those fall months allowed me not only to survive the winter, but grow throughout the winter, using that money to grow my business year after year. Holiday lighting is the key to unlocking your business growth. Whether you're a home service or trades, adding holiday lighting is the key to unlocking your growth. And even if you've never had a home service or trades before, holiday lighting is an awesome side hustle business to start because it's a super high ticket service. It's a limited season, so you can strategically book your time off work and go out and make $30, $40, $50, even $100,000 in just 3 short months in the fall season. You don't need a ton of money to start because you can pre-sell jobs and collect deposits. And as an owner-operator, just you and a pickup truck, you should be able to install at least $3,000 per day. You might be thinking, who in their right mind would ever pay $1,000, $2,000, even $3,000 for Christmas lights? The first thing I want to touch on is you are not your customer. If you're taking notes, write that down in bold. You are not your customer. The first time I ever sold a $500 window cleaning job, it absolutely blew my mind. The first time I sold a $2,000 Christmas light job, it absolutely blew my mind at the first. But over time, you realize that rich people want to buy back their time all of the time. So why would someone pay you thousands of dollars to do it for them? First off, risk. Most homeowners actually don't even own a ladder, and the ones that do, going up on a ladder, decorating the lights, that's a massive risk. Think about it. If you're a surgeon, you're making $300, $400K a year, or you're working in software, you're making disposable income, you have a few kids, your wife wants to have the nice house on the block, plus she wants you to go tree shopping on the weekend with them and do all those festivities. When are you going to find the time to go to the hardware store, figure out which lights to buy, come home, go up the ladder, put the lights up, a strand's not working? People that make disposable income, they don't want to risk their injury. Surgeon hurts his hand, it's not worth it. Busy mom, busy dad, they want to have the lights up for their kids. It's not worth trying to go through the headaches of doing it. Rich people will pay a premium to have this service done for them. The holidays are stressful enough, guys. If you can relieve a headache for them, they will pay a premium. And they can't get the same results you do. The results, the products that you're going to learn how to buy today, and we'll link them down below, these are commercial grade products. You can't just go to a hardware store and buy them and get the same results. That is why people pay people like me and people like you thousands of dollars to decorate their home for the holiday. Don't believe me? Check out some of these student results on the screen right now. This is Dennis. He's from Ohio, only 20 years old. Last year, his first year doing holiday lighting as an owner-operator, he did $99,700. And here's Sobteen. He started his business October 5th, 2024. On my first call with him, he said it would be crazy if he could make $5,000 a month working for himself. He'd quit his job. September 2025, he sold over $100,000 in pre-sales for Christmas lights as a business owner. $100,000 in 1 month, and just a short year ago, he didn't even have a business yet. That is the power of home services as well as holiday light installations. How does the holiday lighting service even work? First off, I don't even like calling it a service. I call it an experience. Holiday lighting experience. This is a full service experience for the customers. First thing you're going to be doing is a design consultation. That's where you'll go to a client's house, do a mock-up display, show off the lights, and create the Christmas lighting display of their dreams. Second, you're going to do installation. You're going to do professional, clean installation of commercial grade lights. Do not go use store-bought lights. Don't hang the customer's lights. That is a nightmare for you to deal with. Trust me on that one. Do not do customer lights or store-bought lights because it's going to be a nightmare and you won't be able to charge a premium price. Number 3, in-season maintenance. With these commercial grade products and professional experience, any in-season maintenance. So if a bulb goes out or a windstorm happens, you will be there to take care of it to make sure the customer's house looks perfect all season long. Number 4, removal. You're going to go remove the lights and store them until next season. This is a leasing program. Your customer is simply paying for the service. You're going to be buying the lights and leasing them out to the customers. It's reoccurring, so signing deals from 1 season to 3 seasons long. You own it, the company, the customer is paying for the service. Now let's jump into lead generation and marketing. With any home service or trades business, the lifeline to your business is going to be marketing and sales. I have other videos on marketing your Christmas light business, and there's countless different ways to market it. And the best marketing strategy depends on a lot of factors, such as your capital, your current client base, your network, etc., where your skills are. So it's hard to give you the exact marketing plan that you should follow. However, let's review some of the most common. So number 1 could be door to door. I would highly recommend doing the appointment setter closer role, meta ads, the neighborhood hero method, lead maxing, your current client base, door hangers, yard signs. There are countless different ways to market this business. My favorite is your existing client base. After that, we have a ranking system video that we're going to be posting for you guys to check out. However, if you want help creating your customized marketing plan, feel free to book a call below to work with me directly, and we can lay that out for you. We have some internal strategies that are secret to my company and the students in HSU that we will gladly implement into your business so you can maximize your dollars this season. Let's talk about sales. Holiday lighting, it's all about selling the experience, painting that vision of the grandkids coming down for the holidays, having the best house. Having that house that's Christmas card perfect for when the in-laws come down. Having that nice house that when you drive home from a long day of work that puts you in that jolly spirit. The more you can sell the experience, the better. A crucial component of sales is qualifying your leads. So in our marketing, whether we did yard signs, door hangers, Facebook ads, Google ads, an email campaign or current client base, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is when we pick up the phone and call them to book an in-person quote, that they're a qualified lead. They need to know that this isn't a $200 or $300 service. So the first part of sales is you want to be qualifying your leads. My company, we do a 7-step sales process that starts from the second that phone rings or we do that outbound call all the way to the end where we collect the deposit. A 7-step sales framework where you're constantly building value, showing up with a welcome package, a light sample, a mock-up with qualified leads, understanding this is a premium experience. That is the way to go through and make a bunch of sales. A high-level overview of the sales process is number 1, the lead. We want to qualify the lead and book in-person quotes. Number 2, in that in-person quote, we want to go there, show the mock-up display, show off our light sample, and then collect a 50% deposit. These are deals that you should be showing up, prepared, having your mock-up, and closing at 50% deposit on the spot. Those 50% deposits are going to be used to order your materials, as well as investing back into marketing to grow your business. You heard me correctly. If you're doing the service right, you should be collecting 50% deposits as soon as you close the deal. That is cash flow for your business to market this season, plus on the recurring agreements, we collect the 50% deposit next year for the following year installation. These contracts are provided inside of Home Service U. When you're there for your in-person consultation, you want to be closing the deal on the spot. That's why objection handling is going to be super important skill to develop. Not only objection handling, but this thing I teach called the objectionless close. During our discovery phase with the client, you want to bring up any potential call you laters or think about it ahead of time. We want to figure out what have they done in the past for holiday lighting. Oh, her husband usually does it, but she doesn't like him going up on the second floor anymore, and the hardware store lights don't make it through the whole season. Cool. Make sure you're bringing that up in the pitch. I could nerd out on sales process and our 7-step sales framework for hours, but just know that you want to be maximizing your time with quality leads, and each quote should be an hour. Build a ton of rapport, get excited for Christmas, and collect that 50% deposit on the spot. Let's jump into equipment and supplies. For this section of the YouTube video, I'm actually going to cut away to a few videos from my program, Home Service University. If you're someone that wants to scale or start a home service company and make at least $30K by Christmas Day with holiday lighting, we are the place to go. We have our own app with a community group where every single one of your questions get answered. Take a photo of a tree. How would you guys price this? Immediately get the answer. Take a photo. Hey guys, why aren't these lighting up? Immediately get the answer. Component 2 is content. We have a 5-hour holiday lighting masterclass where every single video is short, bite-sized, with actionable steps in every single marketing framework that we teach, such as lead maxing, prism targeting, neighborhood hero, and more. Plus our exclusive profit beam system designed specifically for businesses to maximize Christmas light money marketing spend. And then number 3, twice a week we do live coaching. So every Wednesday night we do a specific coaching call on exactly what you should be doing at that time of the year. Last week, we had a special guest come on and do a full 2-hour masterclass on all the Facebook new updates. Every Sunday is office hours where you can come on, ask questions, and be around an amazing community of people. And on top of that, once a year, we do a meetup with the entire HSU crew and have a great time. We have guys in there that started last week and have already closed 5 Christmas light deals. We have guys that started their business last year already at $100K a month. If you want to start or scale a home service company, go down below, book a call, and I'd love to see if it's a good fit for us and if we can help you out. Let's jump into equipment and supplies. So the first thing we'll start with is the ladders. So right here, we have a multi-purpose ladder. This can be used as an A-frame, or it can be used as an extension ladder like this. Very helpful tool. I strongly recommend getting one of these. And then here behind us, we have a 32-foot ladder. You can also get away with a 28 or 24, depending on the size of installations you're doing. A very important thing is ladder safety, which we'll touch on in another video. However, using stabilizers like this keeps the ladder a bit off the wall, as well as keeps it 3 touch points, so it's a bit safer as well. So ladder stabilizer similar to this. The next thing you're gonna need is a tool belt holder here. What you're gonna do is put your clips in here, any female plugs, male plugs, snips, anything that you're gonna be using while you're on job site to prevent as many trips back to the truck as possible. You wanna make everything done, everything you need in here, clips, female plugs, male plugs, anything like that, snips. What you need, you'll get used to using that, maybe a couple extra bulbs as well in case you drop one. After that, what we're gonna move into here is our snips. So what you're using this for is for cutting any of your lines that you need to do. Just get a simple pair like this. You will lose them, so I'd recommend getting an extra pair or 2. And this is just used for cutting wires or helping you with putting on female plugs. You can use the end like this, turn it around, bend it down so it's nice and tight. After that, extension cord. It's nice to have an extension cord, just a store-bought one, so you can run lines out and check any lights that might be on the other side of the house or hard to access, instead of custom cutting a line just to check lights on the second floor. A hot glue gun, definitely get a battery powered one. You're gonna be using this for any of the windows. You're gonna use this for hiding any wiring. Comes up quite frequently. Quality hot glue gun that's battery powered and use high quality glue like Gorilla Glue. After that, you wanna have some twist ties, some small ones and ideally some a lot larger than this. You need twist ties. You're gonna use this for going around the back of the gutter, the downpipes to hide any of your wires, maybe using it on branches. Very good way to secure some of the lights, secure your clips and just hold things together in bushes. You use a lot of these, so just fill up from Dollarama. Don't waste money buying at the hardware store. Simple pair of scissors. Again, buy 2 or 3 of these because you're gonna lose them in the snow. You can use it to cut wires as well as you could use it to cut any zip ties. Just again, very helpful tool to have on site. And now for the lighting for this house, what we're gonna be using is clips. So we have the all-in-one clip. We went into another video on that earlier.
all in one clip here with us. We're gonna have our extension wire like this. This can be simply cut, add a female plug onto it. That's used for jump lines or plugging into the power source. Just some extension wire like this. Then we have our spool right here, the green stuff. We went into a video on that before with our C9 lights, also been in a video. And then on top of that, we have our male plugs, just like this. That's used for power source, as well as our female plugs. We'll bring mini lights with us as well. And then last but not least, knee pads. These are very helpful as well for doing harder installations. Some optional equipment that I'd recommend getting is a goat. Very helpful on the roof. We'll touch on that in a later video. A mat for under the ladder if it's an uneven surface to balance it out. Headlamps is a huge tip. We're adding that this season. It's gonna help us out big time. Then also using duct tape, permanent marker. You wanna use that on the lights when you're doing the install to make the uninstallation a lot easier. That way it's ready to go for the following year. You wanna bring a rag with you and a squirt bottle just to wipe down any of the window sills. That way it has a better contact. There's no dust on it. You wanna bring a lot of hot glue. Bring a lot of clips, a lot of female plugs, a lot of male plugs. Male plugs, female plugs, and clips. Always bring way more than enough because you'll use them quick and it sucks running out for something like that. So that's basically all the essentials. We'll do more in-depth videos on some of the things that are more commonly used. But before you leave the shop, you always want to make sure that you have plenty of extra supplies and at least all the lights for your job. There's a free checklist linked in the course that you guys can download and use that as well. But this is just a quick overview of all the equipment needed for most of the jobs.
Let's talk about production, AKA doing the jobs. There's a bunch of different tactics and strategies and techniques for design that will come up in Christmas lighting. Let's hit on a few key components for the sake of the YouTube video. Number one, you want to have clean and simple installations. I'm not talking all these crazy different light types and this and that. No, you want simple and clean installations like the ones that are on the screen right now. Don't get crazy with it. Simple and clean is going to be your most profitable stuff to do. Some of the techniques you need to do is jump lines. What that is bringing power from the first floor to the second floor by using the bare wire. Whenever you're doing gutter lines, you want to have the lights pointing out. And whenever you're doing peaks, make sure you have your lights pointed down, as well as bulbing the peak. Always try to have one bulb right center on the peak for that clean, finished look. On the house, you're going to be using C9 lights in either 12 or even 15-inch spacing. And then on the trees, that's where it can get a bit crazy. Large evergreens, we're going to go with C9 lights and 24-inch spacing, depending on the size. And then on the smaller trees, that's where we're going to use our 5mm mini lights. Trees and bushes, shrubs, stuff like that is very hard your first year learning how to properly price it. So I always encourage you to think, hey, this is going to take a lot more lights than I think of. When it comes to doing the house, you're measuring that when you're doing your quote, and it's pretty easy to be fairly accurate, but don't stress it. The key to production, the first step is going to be well prepared. You want to show up there right away and either have your design ready to go of what you're doing with your jump lines, or if you haven't done so yet, when you get there, the first thing you should be doing is taking a photo of the house. On that house, we're going to plan out where our lines will go, as well as all of our jumps to make sure the installation is clean and efficient. Let's jump on the iPad and I'll show you how I do a job. So what I have on the iPad right now is a photo of a job. You'll see every different color on the gutters and the peaks. Each one of those are going to be a separate line of socket wire with C9 lights on it. So you can see here, we have 9 different strands that all need to be connected. On my screen right now, I'm going to draw a star. This is where the power is. And I'll show you exactly what we did. So on this purple line right here, this is where we started. Here, start, and we went from here and plugged it in. Of course, what we did was we actually hit the wire nice, but to just draw on the iPad, that's what we did. Then our first jump line was right here. All the jump lines will be in yellow. Our second jump line was right here connecting. Our third jump line went from the orange along the back of the downpipe to this blue line. This blue line connected our purple here. And then we had an in line right here. In line. Essentially what that is a female plug between 2 socket wires where we plugged this in. That was an inline, and then we had another connection here, and then this one connected down like this into here, and then at that far red peak, it connected into here. So that is how all of our power was done. We went from the side wall up to the dark purple, to the pink, to the orange, connecting it with jump lines. A jump line is made with bare wire with a male plug on one side and a female on the other. That's how you want to go and plan out your installations. On the iPad like this, and then when you go and put the lights up, label where they go in relation to this diagram here. So this one here would be 1, 2, and this would be 2L, 3L, etc. on the tape when you mark them. That way when you remove them, reinstall next year, it's going to be super clean and super simple. Once the iPad is done, the next step is going to be getting all of our equipment prepared. You can either pre-bulb or you can bulb on site. Doesn't make too much of a difference. Of course, if you go there, the lights are prepared. That's awesome. And then you can start clipping, jump lines. You can do this as an owner-operator, of course, like Stanton and Dennis. Both of those guys, owner-operators. Stanton did 61,000, Dennis did 99,000. But of course, if you have a guy helping you or even 2 guys helping you, it's going to make the job a lot more efficient. If you have 2 guys, we like having one guy going up and doing the second floor stuff, whereas the other guy's a ground guy, getting the jump lines ready, hiding any lines that need to go, or maybe doing the first floor stuff. If it's a team of 3, one guy's a ground floor guy, one guy's first floor, other guy's second floor, working as a team, passing clips, getting lights going to be efficient as possible. Because Christmas lighting, it's insanely lucrative, but the season is short. Every mistake you make during installation is costing you thousands of dollars. My first year, we tripped the breaker all the time, had to figure out what was wrong, and it was burning time, burning money. Christmas lights, clean, simple, professional installations is the way to go, and that happens from being prepared and knowing what you're doing. There's super simple installations as well as complex installations. If you need help getting better at installations, or you want the confidence and the step-by-step for every single type of tree, bush, peak, light, gutter guards, no gutter guards, be sure to book a call down below. It's completely free to do. We're happy to help you out. Holiday lighting is by far my favorite home service. However, it does have a bit of a steep learning curve, and in my first year when I did 67,000, it was incredibly painful. Here's some of the mistakes I made so you can avoid them. Number 1, not knowing what to buy. In my first year, I bounced around suppliers, ordered a bunch of useless inventory that was not needed. I have a $7,000 coffee table sitting in our office, a box full of lights that's never going to be used, absolute waste of money. I'll link to our supplier down below so you guys can go and make sure you're buying the right things. Number 2, lack of installation knowledge. So in my first year, we actually had a customer come out and say, hey Adam, like, we appreciate the effort, but I don't want to reset my breaker the 4th time. I'm a little nervous, and we had to take the lights down off of his house, and now we just burnt a window and gutter cleaning client. It's a short season, but it's incredibly lucrative. So every time you mess up an install, not only does it look bad, but it's costing you time, which is money in a short but lucrative season. I was undercharging jobs big time. So some jobs like trees, I was actually losing money on. Make sure that you charge a premium and know how to properly price this service. Don't undercharge yourself. Burning customers, like I said, I didn't do installs the best, or I didn't properly follow a good business model. I made promises my first year that I couldn't fulfill 2nd year and 3rd year. I actually did at a loss before telling customers, hey, I can't do this anymore. Lost those customers, kept a couple, but burning customers by either doing a poor job or not knowing how to properly do this business model. Burning customers is a big mistake. Sales process. Selling a $200 window cleaning job is completely different than selling a $2,000 holiday lighting job. Completely different sales processes, and until I developed my 7-step sales process, I had a hard time closing deals, especially at a premium price. Develop a good sales process. Another massive mistake was doing low-ticket jobs in the fall. I still do the odd window cleaning or gutter cleaning job or leaf cleanup like I'm sure many of you guys are doing right now just to stay busy. You should be doing only high-ticket Christmas light jobs in the month of November because there's no other service that will pay you the same way while building recurring revenue. Don't waste your fall doing low-ticket stuff, begging for work. Go to holiday lighting as fast as possible. Leads me into my next mistake was waiting too long to start selling. So now we start selling Christmas and July promotions to build up a bunch of business ahead of time. Plus all of September, October, we're pre-selling jobs. If you have a customer base right now, you are sitting on money. At every 10 customers you have, at least 2 will sign up. Call it $1,000 minimum. That's what we have. That's $2,000 in jobs, $1,000 in deposits if you only had 10 customers by picking up your phone, booking a quote, and closing the deal. Hope you guys enjoyed this mini holiday lighting masterclass. Of course, it's impossible to go through each subject as long as I would like to for a YouTube video, but if you have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments. Subscribe, feel free to check me out or message me on Instagram, or if you want one-on-one support to work directly with me and guarantee yourself that you will out and crush it this year with Christmas lights, feel free to book a call down below and let's get the ball rolling. It's Christmas season, it's playoff season, it's money time. See you in the next video.